Hi everyone, this is Steven, host of Computer Art Explorers. Welcome to another exciting episode of exploring how to create computer-generated art. Computer Art Explorers is both a YouTube channel and a meetup group. Today, we're going to show you how to download and install the CYBOSS application developer so that you can participate and create your own computer-generated art. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and go over to www.cyboss.org, and this is the official publisher's website, and this is the gravityshadows.com website. They are the publisher of the CYBOSS computer programming language. So here are all the files that we need to download to get this to work on this computer. Once you have all these files downloaded, you can save them in a folder, and you can just use that folder and go from computer to computer. But we're going to go ahead and show you guys this. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, if you click on any, you want to click on all these files and just click on them in order. I'm just going to go ahead and click on one here and show you what's going to happen. So if you're not a member of SaberCat, which most people aren't, you're going to have to wait before a little button will pop up that we can download, and it's telling you that this is the file that you're going to download. And notice while we're waiting on this, I clicked on that, it opened up a new tab on my browser window. Now the thing is, you don't want to try and open up and download all of these at once. Experience has taught us that it causes it to crash, so you just want to download one at a time. Click download, and then it makes you go through this I am not a robot thing. So here we go. So it's downloading this file now. Okay, I wanted to point out something. While this was downloading, this verification thing expired here, and it's wanting you to click it again. Experience has showed that if you mess with that while it's downloading, it can crash the download. So just let it download and ignore this over here. Anyhow, once it's downloaded the file, then just go ahead and click off that tab, come back over here, and then go to the next file on the list. You want to download all these different files, and again, you notice where it says gravityshadows.com, and when I first went in, I typed in cyboss.org. Cyboss.org just automatically links over to the gravityshadows.com, and I'm going to go ahead and download all these files and then come back. Okay, I went ahead and got all the files downloaded now. I'm going to point out something else, and that is if you want the manual on the PDF, you can download these two files right here. It's good to do that if you're going to want to be able to search, do like a text search through the manual to find something. But the application developer has the entire manual built in, and that's the reason why it can pull up individual pages out of the manual. You do not need this to use the application developer. I just went ahead and downloaded these. I did not get the manual at this point. So we're going to go ahead and click off the browser. I'm going to close that out. I'm going to come down here and click on this and open this up. I want to go into the download directory, and here's all these files. On the publisher's website, they recommend creating a new file and copying all these into it. And the reason is so that you can keep it in case you ever want to reinstall this version, maybe on a different computer, without having to go through a whole download again. So what I'm going to do is I want to name this the same name as the version. So I'm going to click on this, I'm going to right click on it to come up with rename. That just highlights this, so I can hit Control-C and copy the name to the clipboard, and then come back up, right-click on the folder, and rename the folder, then hit Control-V to paste the name. Now I've named my folder the name of the version, which is great. So, matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put this down here so you can see it. All right, so there's my folder. Now I want to open that folder up, and I want to come in here, and I'm just going to hit Control-A to highlight all these, and then move all of these to this folder. Okay, so they're no longer in my download directory. So now, so if I go back again, here's the folder. I could take this, I could copy this to a flash drive, and if I want to install this version on any other computer, I could just take it over there and just open it up and just click on the application. You have to have all these bin files in here because it uses that, but it will actually do the install. Now there's not going to be any camera tricks here. I want you guys to see this in real time. This is very fast, and this will happen. So just go ahead and hit enter. I'm going to go ahead and close this folder out. And so what you're looking at now, it's installing it. and then it launches the window. So that's it. That was in real time. No camera tricks. It was that fast. So if it's not that fast on your computer, you might have viruses or a whole lot of junk running in the background on your computer that's slowing your computer down. It shouldn't take very long at all for this thing to install. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what the installation did. Now, just to verify that we have the right version installed, you can come up and hit the this button here, the edit button, and then look at the edit window, and it will show you the version right here. And you can start typing. You're in the developer. You can start typing in if you want more room. You can come down, so you can come over here and just left click the mouse just to give myself some space. Okay, after we did the install, if you notice that it dropped two icons, actually shortcuts with the little icon logo in it. So the first one here is the CYBOSS application developer, CYBOSS app developer. If you click on that, it's just going to reload. That's how you get back into your developer, okay? And the registration, what I absolutely love about this is that the CYBOSS language lets you use everything for free. You see all these commands here? You've got tons of commands, the entire thing. You can use it, you can play around with it, you can try everything out. I mean, this thing is just unbelievable, all right? Here's the thing, when you actually go to run, when you compile and run your program, let me create a new program here, which is just gives you the standard hello world program. Okay, so I'm just gonna have print hello world and pause. It's not gonna end, it's just gonna pause. Let's just watch what happens here. So I'm gonna let this thing run. I'm gonna have to cut some of this out so we're not sitting here for minutes and minutes and minutes while this thing runs. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what happens. And that is the runtime engine is going to run in the background. It's going to execute your program for a period of time. It'll be several minutes. Eventually, it will throw up a notification for you. And basically, it's a nag notification to try and get you to register. Well, I'm going to show you this because I have a product key here, and I'm going to go through the registration procedure with you guys so you guys can see how to actually register this thing. Okay, so here we go. If you notice, it's got a countdown going over here that it's going to make us wait 30 seconds before we can skip. It also says for more information, you can click this. If I click this, it's just going to relaunch the website. Let me go ahead and start this up. And this is a little greeting here. It tells you about it. This particular computer, it shows that this is the ID for this computer and the code. Now, if this computer had already been registered and I knew what the code was, I could come over here and click on this and it would let me install that code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to the next window. It wants me to enter a product key. Now this is, you don't have a product key. The website, I know that the store is going to be selling product keys. Instead of doing download, if you were to have bought one of these at the computer store, it would come with a product key. In fact, what you're paying for at the computer store when you buy the product is you're really only paying for the product key because, I mean, all the software you could download for free. So I'm going to go ahead and get the product key. And again, what registering does is it simply turns off that registration reminder notification so that once you install, that notification will stop interrupting your programs when you're using the runtime engine to execute your software. And I will go ahead and put in a real email address. Now, if you guys send me stuff at this email address, I may see it, I may not. I don't look at it for very often, but you never know. So it says, please review. So yes, everything looks right. That's my correct email address. I'm going to go ahead and hit submit, and it will communicate with the server. And if all goes well, it will pop up and tell me it's registered. There it goes. So didn't take that long. That was in real time. Again, no camera tricks here. And so this is now the code for this particular computer. By the way, that product key that I had on the screen there, that's a real product key. The server that does the registrations, it marks that as used, so you can't use that product key. It'll just give you an error message if you were to try. What's nice is that this registration code basically unlocks this computer, the computer that has this ID number. All right, every computer's gonna have a different ID number. It's based off of a whole bunch of stuff. Hard disk drive serial numbers, information off the CPU. Every CPU has different information in it. It's hardwired. You cannot change it. So bottom line is, if you want it to run the software without having that notification window, you can't hack around it. Pay a little bit of money and get a product key, and then you can unlock it forever. And that is a ever. It's CYBOSS 3. Anything in 3. So if they come out with 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, this one code will unlock all of them. So it's not going to hit you with that maintenance binder. But the sale of those product keys does go to support the continued evolution of the language and some children's learning to code efforts that the company makes. So it's a good thing. Go ahead and hit exit. That concludes this episode. And if you guys like the video, please give it the thumbs up. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you like our channel. Please, by all means, what that does is that tells YouTube that people are liking our videos, and it puts us up higher in the search results. So it's a great thing. We really appreciate it.